Hello and welcome to my channel. I'd like to start off by saying that I am just about a month into this game, so I am still new and learning. But this video is just about my experience and journey trying to achieve this beautiful legendary called Harvest Jack. I wanted to do this as free to play as possible just to see if it could be done. With me being over a month in, I already own one of the epics. Between my hoarding habits and my own luck, I got the rares pretty easily. Obviously, there were still some challenges I had to face. One of those challenges was this ridiculous champion training tournament. I was always nervous about this one because even with my luck, I could never pull her, and I damn sure couldn't reach 19,400. This only forced me to become committed to the Champion Chase tournament, which I were thankful for. While it was a lot better than 19,400, this still took a lot from me. This only enticed me to their store page that sold everything conveniently right as I needed it. Again, I already had a decent amount of resources prior to this event. Combine that with religiously completing my dailies, any additional quests or progression points, it truly helped me to near that finish line bit by bit. Every day, as much as I could. That 500 energy was really going to become useful. And later on down the line, when I'm thirsting for energy, I would have really appreciated it. This one wasn't that tough for the fact that I had no choice but to ascend champions. Though I have to admit, I was sweating until I realized I owned the champion above the dog. After I had collected all of my rares, I felt as if I could really do this. All that was left was to pick a place I felt would warrant the best experience and begin the rigorous grind. I sent my strongest character out, Kale, along with my epic that was to be fused and a few champions just for food. I did my best to make sure that I were not feeding any rares or epics into my fuser. And I also went out of my way during some of these processes just because I knew these tournaments were happening so that I could tally up some extra points. This was a repeated process and smooth sailing, and I thought everything was going fine until I never even once thought to run the Void dungeon because I really didn't have to up until now. This costed me a lot of energy and time wasted because look at that, really? Then immediately I had to fly over to the Forest dungeon. Thought I had enough, and guess what? I didn't. It probably looks a lot quicker and easier in this video, but trust me, it took me literally all the time this event gave us just for me to complete this. I currently am down to the last 20 hours of this event just because I chose to wait until the last minute to get some of these things. I had no choice but to use my gems to reopen some of these dungeons because I was running out of time, energy, and my own gems. And honestly, I don't think I would have made it this far if it wasn't for a few donations from one of my friends that really wanted to see me finish this through. As I've probably stated before, I was far too committed to give up now. So onward I pushed, but through this I learned a lot. I learned how the number of members in your team can affect how much experience points you get. For example, if you only have 1 or 2 people in your team, or 3, like I have here, I'm gonna be bringing in a good amount of EXP, as you see right here, over 8,000, and that is also doubled by the fact that I do have on experience booster as well as the stage difficulty. As we can see here, I had less than a day to finish this now, but I'm so happy that I've made it, and now all my hard work will finally pay off. Before I go on in the video, I wanted to add in a few more things. When I first started this, I had said that I wanted to try to make this a completely free-to-play attempt at grabbing Harvest Jack. You're probably wondering if I even still think that's possible. And yes, I do. I do believe that it's 100% possible to have grabbed him without using any real life currency whatsoever. I don't really feel like going into whether this game is pay to win or not. And it's only because I have very conflicting feelings about Plarium's marketing system. Feelings that I'll just have to make another video about, should I feel the need or have the time to. For now, in regards to Harvest Jack, in the most recent event, I believe that this was 100% doable so long as you utilize your resources correctly, unlike what I did. And I feel as though I was a little bit cocky and I overcompensated for some of the things that I assumed that I had, and I really didn't. My only other regret is that I was not able to get Madame Ceres. I really wanted that champion, and hopefully I'll still be able to get her in the future. If you have any concerns, I'll try my best to answer them. If you liked this video, be sure to let me know. If you think there's something I can improve on, tell me that too in the comments down below. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.